Two legendary gods, rulers of their own realms, collide in a battle that will shake the heavens and rewrite the fate of the cosmos. Zeus, the almighty king of Olympus, faces Odin, the Allfather of Asgard, in a clash of unimaginable power. Who will reign supreme in this epic showdown of gods? Welcome to Myths and Mythologies. Here, we bring the most captivating mythological stories, epic battles, and timeless legends to life. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of gods, heroes, and ancient lore. If you love stories that transcend time, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more legendary tales. In the vast realms of ancient mythologies, two of the most revered and powerful gods held dominion over their respective pantheons: Zeus, the mighty ruler of Olympus, and Odin, the Allfather of the Norse gods. Both were considered the ultimate embodiments of strength, wisdom, and leadership in their worlds. However, it was only a matter of time before their fates intertwined and a battle of divine proportions would unfold. Zeus, the god of thunder, wielded the legendary weapon known as the thunderbolt, a symbol of his unmatched power over the skies. With a command over storms, lightning, and the weather itself, he had earned his title as the ruler of the Greek pantheon. A proud and fiery figure, Zeus was known for his unyielding will, maintaining order in the heavens and the mortal world beneath. On the other hand, Odin, the father of the Norse gods, was a figure both feared and respected throughout the nine realms. Though not as physically imposing as his Greek counterpart, Odin's wisdom and knowledge were unparalleled. The Allfather's Gungnir, a spear that never missed its mark, was a symbol of his calculated precision and ability to control the fate of gods and mortals alike. Odin's thirst for knowledge led him to sacrifice his own eye in exchange for the wisdom of the ancient well of Mimir. But despite his wisdom, Odin had an insatiable hunger for power and an unquenchable desire to protect the realms from any threat, even if that meant engaging in battles against the gods themselves. The rivalry between Zeus and Odin was not one born of hatred, but of sheer ambition and pride. Both gods were determined to assert their dominance in a world where only one could be crowned the supreme deity. Their realms, though vast and far apart, had always coexisted peacefully, until one fateful day, when the threads of fate, woven by the Norns themselves, twisted in a way neither god could foresee. It began when Odin, in his pursuit of ever greater knowledge, learned of a power that even he did not possess: the legendary Elder Futhark, an ancient script said to contain the secrets of the universe. This power, hidden deep within the heart of Mount Olympus, was said to be guarded by none other than Zeus himself. The All-Father, eager to harness the Elder Futhark to increase his own strength and unlock the secrets of the cosmos, sought the thunderous god to obtain it. Zeus, ever vigilant of threats to his rule, caught wind of Odin's intentions. His pride as the ruler of Olympus was not to be challenged, especially by a god who, despite his wisdom, held no claim to the divine authority Zeus possessed. The god of thunder, recognizing Odin's ambition, knew that a confrontation was inevitable. As the winds howled across the oceans and the skies darkened, the two gods met in a field of storm clouds, lightning flashing around them like the fury of the heavens. The ground beneath them cracked and trembled as both gods locked eyes, the weight of millennia of power and legacy hanging in the air. "I seek the Elder Futhark," Odin declared, his voice as deep as the sea, echoing with the power of ancient knowledge. "It is the key to the future of the realms. I will take it, whether you yield or not." Zeus stood tall, his thunderbolt crackling with energy. "You speak of knowledge, Odin, but knowledge alone cannot defeat the might of Olympus. This power is mine to command, and I will not allow you to take it." With a sudden motion, Odin raised his spear, Gungnir gleaming with a fiery light. The winds howled louder, and lightning danced around Zeus's raised hand. The storm grew in intensity as the two gods prepared for an inevitable clash that would shake the heavens themselves. The stage was set. Zeus versus Odin, a battle between two of the greatest gods to ever exist. One would emerge victorious, but the question remained: who would reign supreme in this monumental clash of gods? The fate of the realms was about to be decided, and the battle would be one for the ages. The skies above Olympus raged as thunder and lightning clashed with the winds of the 9 realms. Zeus, his eyes ablaze with divine fury, held his thunderbolt high, a weapon of destruction that could level mountains with a single strike. Odin, the Allfather, stood resolute, his one eye glinting with ancient wisdom, the spear Gungnir gripped tightly in his hand. The air was thick with anticipation as the two titans faced each other, the storm itself seeming to tremble in fear of their wrath. Zeus made the first move. With a swift motion, he hurled his thunderbolt straight at Odin. The bolt crackled through the air with a deafening roar, streaking across the sky like a comet. Odin, ever the strategist, was ready. With a single flick of his wrist, he threw Gungnir with pinpoint precision, meeting the thunderbolt in midair. The impact created an explosion of energy that split the sky, sending shockwaves through the heavens. The force of the clash sent both gods stumbling, but neither faltered. Zeus's rage only grew. He summoned the full fury of the storm, calling down a torrential downpour that flooded the battlefield with a deluge of rain, lightning arcing through the sky in erratic bursts. With each lightning strike, Zeus's power surged, and the storm grew wilder, becoming a force of nature that seemed to bend to his will. Odin, however, was no mere victim of the elements. With his wisdom and foresight, he raised his free hand to the sky, invoking the power of Hugin and Munin, his ravens who watched over the realms. The winds shifted as the ravens circled above, and Odin's mind sharpened, his senses heightened. He could feel the pulse of Zeus's power, the rhythm of the storm, and with this knowledge, he deftly avoided the next lightning strike that came hurtling towards him. Gungnir, still in his grasp, hummed with energy, its magic guiding it in ways no mortal weapon could comprehend. The Allfather closed the distance in a flash, his godly speed surprising even Zeus. With a battle cry, Odin struck with Gungnir, aiming directly for Zeus's heart. But Zeus was prepared. With a mighty roar, he slammed his hand to the ground, causing a colossal explosion of lightning that sent the Norse god flying backward. Odin, however, was unharmed, his armor glowing with a mystical aura as he landed gracefully, his eyes narrowing with focused determination. "You are strong, Zeus," Odin said, his voice carrying the weight of countless ages. "But you are reckless. Strength without wisdom is a path to destruction." Zeus's laugh boomed like thunder. "Wisdom. Your wisdom hasn't stopped you from falling into my trap. You've underestimated the power of Olympus." With a snarl, Zeus summoned the full wrath of the storm. The sky itself seemed to tear open as Zeus harnessed the power of the heavens. Waves of energy surged through the air, creating a tornado of lightning that spiraled toward Odin. It was a move unlike any the Allfather had seen before, an all-consuming storm designed to crush everything in its path. But Odin was not a god who would be easily overwhelmed. Drawing upon his vast knowledge, Odin invoked the ancient runes of the Yggdrasil, the World Tree. The roots of Yggdrasil seemed to stretch out through the battlefield, surrounding Odin with a protective barrier of green, glowing energy. As Zeus's lightning storm hit the barrier, it crackled and flared, but the runes held strong, absorbing the energy and redirecting it back toward the thunder god. Zeus's eyes widened in realization. Odin had turned his own power against him. For the first time in the battle, the god of thunder staggered back, his stance faltering. But it was then that Odin's true might was revealed. With a roar that shook the very heavens, Odin leapt forward. Gungnir aimed with deadly intent. In a single fluid motion, he thrust the spear forward, piercing the heart of the storm itself. The heavens crackled, and time seemed to slow as the spear tore through the clouds, aiming directly for Zeus's chest. In that final moment, Zeus unleashed his own fury. With a defiant shout, he summoned the Aegis, the shield of the gods, and raised it in defense. The magic of the shield clashed with Gungnir's divine energy, creating a cataclysmic explosion that engulfed the entire battlefield in a blinding flash of light. The force of the collision shattered the storm, scattering the clouds and sending shockwaves through the realms. When the dust finally settled, the two gods stood in the silence that followed. Zeus's form was bloodied, his chest heaving with exhaustion, but his spirit unbroken. Odin too was weary, his armor cracked and his eye glowing faintly with the toll the battle had taken. Both gods had fought with the fury of their realms, neither willing to yield. The battle was over, but the outcome was far from clear. As they stared at each other, their weapons raised, it was clear that neither would admit defeat.